the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Now, no, 25th of February 2023, and Ghana, your West Africa partners, Nigeria. In fact, the country in West Africa with the biggest economy, with a GDP of about $440 billion. Nigeria call about also to elect their members of parliament or from National Assembly and to elect their president. And say Muhammadu retired, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, the retired man, call ni 8 years now or the best from Nigeria, my number year. It was a new president. Ye tono so abana fe obesti the affairs of the Nigerian Republic. Now, ye mamotinya from the whole of last week say enipa 80 and mutia omo contested that of the Nigeria presidency now. Omo person be the president among Nigeria. But key among them no has gone to deal with Peter Obi, Abubakar, and Tinubu. Omo pa ni three dominant figures. Omo ko yemamu implications are Ghana will suffer in case there's any violence. Then we have 4 aspects of Nigeria elections. And I bomba say asumji ebekoso sene be Ghana will not suffer politically, economically, power crisis, refugees ni ade ade be popia pabana. Ya to abanewi ama asa now voting eda so koso nwa the mamzi really go so the ama Peter Obi LED Lagos wa Tinubu etoso na Abubakar etoso a nano na former president for Nigeria Papa Efeno Olusegun Obasanjo, former president for Nigeria Olusegun Obasanjo. Papa no tire krata tenten e de baya or the reply Mahama. Na aside that no EU European Union nim say observers bebre na akwakopi mu ewo Nigeria more observe ECOWAS and the missions called Africa Union and then the delegate called Kwakwandomu and the former president John Dramani Mahama Omunina eso Nigeria CCI guys Omunina observe Omaya and as a continent and a whole lot of nations association UN Munina asende omo rep honoma omo ba na Mahama you be catch them say the past days Eko make a comment be on the Facebook page say they say okopie mu on Nigeria no as the head of the West Africa Elders Forum okopie mu on Nigeria observe no wo na ye ne ya say sebi okopie mu Nigeria abato ko ever on Independent Electoral Commission on Nigeria mo hwe Nigeria about on so say political parties in Nigeria born. In fact, so trying to need the show of my muha and say after say yeah electoral commission and to my one day 1 year by no akamboma say or mudampem na fe or mubwa ama MPP agenda akoso to the extent say or describe you cross Mami J mention there on fa NDC and Mukra on show many mumpuna where you massam near the or attacking. Eti Yamasam no Kodai, Emma Ghana for in it say, I junior the Mama how Nigerians is Bashe Mahama. Now, far from that, Anna European Union they let a tin the Amabons and say, what is a John Dramani Mahama, Cassette Nigeria Electoral Commission, INEC no. Say, you did you man. And he beti or master mom kind of former Prez.Obasanjo so the replies were John Dramani Mahama. Now, if you see a person, you be saku, you are near Busasa Mahama Nan Casano. The last time you saw a question, we say, yes, say, or more tunifono. I'm almost supplying information, you know, and I'm almost supplying you, or mona bon. And answer also your money good information, name Idris or Becassa, maybe our bomb. And I say, yeah, when you good information, no, tears ye name propaganda in Tinemani Casasa. We will look into those aspects now. If say, well, foot will be the man, ni idea or no more Juma, now for their mom now, because as a former president, you know, I am there, ya say, Nsem-Pii or can Edigu or no any masse. Bro, Obasanjo say nothing.
Obasanjo, Olusegun Obasanjo, former president of Nigeria. The bull full pa. You see, Java Panopano, I bet to Mahama Kenya. Nebu of Fuyi, papa. Quite our first will compare INEC to Ghana is now President INEC say Juma INEC year parties no confidence INEC about Juma. But I just say, Nigeria, one Mahama by and one knows why you're there working as a woman in Naneto. Now, what's your statement to me? Was to save Nigeria from the looming danger and disaster. Save Nigeria from the looming danger and disaster and speak the truth.
Nigeria fear we hear mukum ne kanokre. And before that, okay, I say, why not just as a former president then go better than din name what Nasia Tietting Trobia Coswa also a barbonty. And a man the statement he by
Benya Botra can Mr. Obasanjo statement no was an opinion from Mahama Kenya but chicks with their trade from one said in fact at traffic where they are broso the John Daman Mahama Abroso Obasanjo said Chairman of INEC can claim ignorance of how election results have been corrupted and conned via electronic. That does not reflect the will of the good people of Nigeria who have made their individual choice. We are not ready to set this place on fire with the greed, unpatriotic and evil acts of INEC and some former African leaders supporting INEC to perpetuate daylight robbery. We don't trust you.
Former President Obasanjo Chirima. I say oko Nigeria, your bimodal voter accreditation system friend BVA. It me boama a verified voter and no then say so na scan na. Na Obasanjo Chirima. Sa elections and answer manipulations on the Mamman me oko people Koji Western Nigeria Koji Western. Papa friend Dino Malai. Walking out from the coalition center. And Obasanjo can say who could pay more the INEC one man. The chairman of the INEC is conniving with former president. Advisors, observers. Has a you know, the INEC chairman is a professor. On the interest.
Okay.
And on Obasanjo chairman. A whole professor more. We are integrity is at stake. And it's a whole INEC boss, professor. Now the former president for be influenced. Mahama had a deal with Nigeria then.
Oh, okay.
And say gas and some we are contracting and some we are Buhari and another the barrels of here. So there is a link between the INEC chairman and former African president. And South West African elders for former president Kwame Nkrumah. Omuna so much influence because Mahama had a meeting. In fact, editors will show you the picture. Mahama had a meeting with the INEC boss.
Okay.
While any man is just man or through short. And Obasanjo say some meetings are called so INEC for her. And on INEC boss no, he has been influenced by certain former president. It is all to honor what is a Nigeria elections, free and fair. Course will be asking you to now. Mr. Obompire or part of the Obompire, Bobima Nigeria. Papa Obasanjo first. Was it Bobima Nigeria now? Near course war Nigeria, and it's not easy. It's not easy, cry.
Also, those who gave INEC millions of dollars to perpetuate this evil, and those high-ranking African leaders serve as middlemen. Shame on you. You have collected blood money. Let me appeal to the chairman of INEC. If his hands are clean to save our country from the looming bloodshed, which is seemingly becoming inevitable, he should tell us. What saddens me is the kind of subverted information some so-called observers who happen to be former heads of states are giving out. My question is, have they been influenced to support INEC to perpetuate this evil, to bring down Nigeria, Africa's and West Africa's biggest GDP for us? Those men they've sent to manipulate INEC to give out inaccurate results and go about saying that INEC is the best. My God, what have they collected?
Papa Obasanjo Chirima. There are mediators be on people in Nigeria. There are mediators. Almost several between
advices, election observers, but in actual reality, middlemen.
But middlemen for what? Middlemen in what interest? Because on say Nigeria, Papa Obasanjo said Nigeria has the biggest economy. Now, listen to Obasanjo, the secret behind it. Nigeria having the biggest economy. In fact, last year, when you read the report by the Ghana Export Promotion Center, it was stated, say, Nigeria exportation, importation trade between Ghana alone gave Ghana about $4 billion. So that money is even more than what the IMF is giving us. So what I say? Now, gas supply, Ghana, your gas you use, it goes to the extent that Nigeria supplies almost 50% of our gas. And the former President John Dramani Mahama, seeking to become the president of Ghana, will have a big interest in Nigeria elections. That is the whole truth. Have you heard MPP, any MPP stalwart being involved so much in this election? They are not. But the MPP has good observers. People like Peter McMahon have been to a lot of observing countries or observing elections. But with this, even though he's observed, they were quiet. Are you saying the MPP are not there? They are there. But why is it that as an observer, you are not just observing, but a person who influence is so much involved? Because at the end of the day, whoever becomes the president of the Nigeria will someday in the future have an interest with me, John Dramani Mahama. So if I have interest with the Labour Party, and I'm able to influence for the candidate to become the president, and God also helped me to become the president of Ghana, I'll have an interest. Because you remember the deal that Mahama had during his time with Nigeria, Emma Buhari, stopping gas supply to Nigeria. So that's what I said. So at the end of the day, he has interest there. Don't you think, say, whoever orchestrated the deal, now, they know Nigeria orchestrated the deal between Ghana and Nigeria to supply the gas. That person will be an influential person, because you cannot stay in the name of Nigeria and have a contract with Ghana. So that person now, or Nigeria have a deal with Ghana or so much influence in Nigeria, and that person also has a party or a candidate that he or she is supporting. So at the end of the day, say, Nigeria no interest or elections. I should also support him to any security agent in the country. He said it. And then that statement was affirmed by Papa Efrem Azoka. Say, in fact, even though the Eagles and the Hawk guys are around, just that they are not into it, but they will not sit down for any party or whatever to have their way. Because going into that time na Supreme Court, they ascend of injunction in the by. So it was expected that there will be a by-election. And so Hanabisu came out to say, sending I was on other by-election, this time around they are going full vigor. Joseph Yamin went to Obuasi to meet the 10 members, and he affirmed that the NDC does not care about the Ghana security system. Now, that statement was affirmed when the Arise Ghana demo was going on. In a letter written by Bobie with Asepa with Listo Wara, the Koma, lawyer the Ditamaku, the Koma police, with Vabakavoma on. They said that they are going to have a demonstration, and they don't want the security of the Ghana police. They will have their own private security. Who do you think that private security was? So what I say. Now, in that Arise Ghana demo, Akamba went there with a gun.
Oh, okay.
If before that, no, for Swampofo and Kwekugwine has gone and have a secret audio, a secret meeting, and that audio, Okotna Unia with Captain Smart, Captain Smart said it was him. Just that some people in the party sold him out. So it was a planting violence and some rebellion recently. The Swami organizer. The Swami organizer went there and said there have been meetings. For a constituency organizer to say that, it means that the regional organizer has met them and then from the national headquarters, for Akamba to Joseph Yamin to George Pariado to Samije Atraba will do ourselves. So he was saying, say, they are training people.
Yes.
But more training in there. 2024 elections, or more training squad to the sense. Say also Kunipa. They don't attack NDC. They are training them. They don't attack any Nsem-Pii also they are born. And see, the question we are asking right now is it the case? Omo tax no more training omo to attack
dress rehearsals no more yet.
Omo rehearsals internal. So what I say because say there Jennifer Queen Beckham say then this they will preach violence. Ben to kwane papa na say asedun ketia agina hoyi. Na wo de one nanabi gina wa nanabi bebo no flat. Obebo no flat in fact onu Jennifer Queen kura betima kan Sami Jemfine ofosu kwa achi abo masho omo flat. You know they will preach about violence. They will not see them. You see say in going round ama omo to us in there is no surprise. And to our viewers, me sure say very surprise. It's a internal practice. It's oma ko 1, oma enyano, oma ko 2, oma enyano,
oma ko 3, oma
enyano. Ti say ko 4 na so omunyana. It tells you say omo operation omo dey bad the 2024 elections. In fact, the CID should be faithful and the BNI should also be faithful. Yes sir. The 2024 elections may be bloody.
Ni ashimo. No asamba ko pe ne ka kire. The late JB Dankwa. Sa na koye ye kakra sa na JB Dankwa ti.
Na afoko ba.
Afoko.
He was the Eastern MP chairman. You no acid ye fiegu nanim.
So hono. Sasi don start so obobodi no. Amadu soro gomu no start bo mu di. Ye hu de ye no sasana no.
No sasana no.
Enti no ni asimo baby biara wo biara. It's happened once, it's happened twice. Paul chere kratara come the book of Romans no. Na assassination attempt to ni asimo. This is a rare assassination attempt on your life within your own party.
When you are killed today, the party will move.
Wakwa Delta Police ya omo buy. Oko Greater Estate Police omo buy. Oko Amasaman Police omo samba. Ni asimo. The NDC party is not a party. Also with them because the Oma plan is will be cool. The near from Nsem-Pii advice by company a demon. Run for your life. Because this is a party of assassins, of hooligans, of hoodlums.